So it took us a long time getting up here. We are at the Monte Cristo Campground. Lars said he's going to stop by probably tomorrow night. Lars from the mines up here. And we got the Zeus 2. Now, no fires. Also got this I'm trying this out because I'm going to use this next week in the Sierras. One Tigris. No fires. There's a fire ban. Clear across the board. No stoves, no candles, no nothing. So what I did is I barbecued our dinner for tonight. I barbecued at home this afternoon. And we got some chicken breasts and some yams. And we're not cooking up here. There's no stoves allowed, no fires or anything up here. This is all just green screen. We're just doing this for the video. This thing's empty. There's been no fuel in it for about 17 years, I think, since high school. Maybe a little further than that. See, there's no flame. No flamage. But we're heating this up. The river that runs through here, it's dry. Nothing. Not even flowing. We got one other camper here. We got some hard-ass lemonades.
Chariots of the Gods?
Yeah, she's reading Chariots of the Gods. I saw this movie. Here's how far my knowledge of this goes back. I saw this movie with my dad and my mom and my little brother in the drive-in, the La Habra drive-in. If you look it up on Google Earth and Google it, pictures of the La Habra, California, Orange County, La Habra drive-in on the corner of Idaho. Let's see, it'd be on the southeast corner of Idaho and Imperial Highway, where the Target is. I saw this at that thing. Everybody wanted to go. My dad and my brother fell asleep, I believe. My mom was dozing off, but my dad and I watched that. Anyway, some hard-ass lemonades. And we're about to eat. Oh yeah, and Trangia pot. Smoke coming out of there. See that? Smoke? Steamage. We got some vegetable melody. Full Windsor. Some various items. Truck parked right there. Ice chest in the back. We'll show you more tomorrow. But I'm bringing this up here to try this out. I forgot a trekking pole. To try this out, I'm going to be using this. I'm going with my brother, my older brother, and I'm going with Matt and a bunch of his friends. We're going up to Onion Valley Sierras on the trout fishing extravaganza. And I'm going to be using this with my rain poncho. My Go Light rain poncho. All trail. Hey there, Delilah. What's it like in New York City? How's it taste?
Delicious.
Try the chicken. All right.
Yeah.
Barbecued it at home. Brought it up here and green screened it warm. Okay, this is a product I showed quite a while back. It's a 700 loft down quilt. But look it, it's made by shopgogear.com. And you do these snaps up, and you can even you put your head down through there, and then it becomes forest fashion. Here, snap it up, and you can model it for them.
So, wait, snap it up.
Snap it up. Put it back.
Where is it? There it is.
She said it's a what now? Okay, it's a top quilt or it's a what? Let me see.
It's a shawl. What did I say?
You were doing that modeling.
It's a shawl, it's a poncho. It's a cape.
What? What? Look at, wait, stop. Turn around. See that? It goes down about just below her knees. And in the front, it comes up to just below the waist. Now, you open that all up, and there's a top quilt. It's got these on here too. You can use this as a poncho liner. You can use it as a quilt. You can use a top quilt, or you can use an under quilt in your hammock. It's pretty good. It's a great price. I think it's 59 bucks. I think I'm just guessing. You'll have to look online. They gave this to me a while back to use, and I demonstrated it right here. And I used it as an under quilt the first night, and I used it as a top quilt the second night. And now she's using it as a quilt. During the Civil War, when they couldn't get supplies to the front troops, they cut the coffee in half and they started adding some stuff called chicory. Well, that chicory, people got a taste for it, and to this day, they still make it. And it's really rich coffee. Bitter if you don't have the honey or sugar to put in it, but that's how I like my coffee. Learned about that as a kid from Chester on Gunsmoke. He used to coal soak it and add eggshells. He did all kinds of things to the coffee to try to impress Doc, and Doc was never impressed. He says the only reason I get coffee in here is because it's free. Let me show you around camp. That's just for looks. We're gonna drink the coffee cold. Sub 7 Eno hammock. Don't know if you can buy these anymore. I don't know. It's old. Sub 7, it's under 7 ounces. But then you add the slap straps and it brings you back up to normal weight. It's a great hammock though. I think it's a 200-pound. Recommended only, but I've had a guy lay in here that was 230. He slept in here and it was fine. A couple chairs. This one I found somewhere. I forget where I found it. It's heavy. Car camping chair, not a backpacking chair. That's the backpacking chair that a company gave me over 10 years ago. Really light, not as light as the $100 ones, but this one was free. And even if you buy this one, I think it went for like $39. This is that the one Tigris. It's got all these guy outs. I'm gonna try to use this inside of my SL3, my Go Light Shangri-La, la-di-da. I can hook this up off the pole using a little hook that I use for a lamp. It'll work. These inner ones, I think these will be fine. These outer ones might have to stake those outside of the tent, but I think it'll work for those real buggy months. This is the Zeus 2, no, it's Eureka Zeus 2. My first legit backpacking tent, still in use. So you self-pay up there, Monte Cristo Campground, you self-pay up there. That gate there is the gate to go to Lars's property. Lars probably come by tonight or sometime today. He's the guy. I'll put a link to the video down below, and I'll link to his channel. He retired from JPL and he bought a bunch of land back here. That land has historical mines on it. He opened up all those mines, and he does weekly or semi-weekly, monthly maybe, videos on the work he's doing up at the mine and the gold he's extracting from those mines, how he breaks it down, the equipment he's using to do it, how he makes his own equipment, and all kinds of things like that. So there'll be a link to him down below. Anyway, that's where that gate goes. That's the self-paying. This road here, this goes to Palmdale. This way out here goes back to where the Red Box. This goes back by Red Box. Off of the 2. $12 a night. Used to be a river down here, but the river's dry. Right now, total fire ban throughout the entire Angeles and San Bernardino's. No fires until they say early next year. Bathrooms, there's bathrooms all over. They're really kept up really clean. There. I think there's another one back there. And I think there's another one up there too, I think. I know there's at least there and there. Fire pit, table, water spigot, trails going off here and there. You can check out. It's a family orientated campground. Really nice. Dig in. So I stopped off at the 99-cent store yesterday, or the day before, I don't remember. Yesterday. And what I found, Cracker Jacks, Cracker Jacks. Now, if you're a kid of the 70s, one of the prizes...
Or 90s.
No, but if you're a kid of the 70s, the prize in here they used to have some cool prizes. And one of them was this metal, not plastic, a metal ring that went around you with this 2 blades enclosed. And when you blew on it, it went woo, woo. Well, that Cracker Jack toy, now, in 2005 or 4 or 5, in Uptown Whittier on Greenleaf, there was an antique store. They had that Cracker Jack ring for sale. I've never seen one except for that one, and he wanted $75 for a Cracker Jack toy. Now they just come with tattoos and stuff. But once upon a time, they came with that ring. And if you have that ring, you can sell it on eBay. Because people like myself would like to own one of those. But he was asking $75, and I thought about it for a while, and I thought, nah. Walked outside, and here's what year it was. I can tell you exactly what year it was. It was the year Snapple came out, because there was a dude walking down the street with a trash dolly with cases of Snapple, giving away bottles of the Snapple. You could try that Snapple. It was the first time I ever had a Snapple. He was giving it away free to try it out. That was in Uptown Whittier, up off Whittier Boulevard, at Greenleaf, where Wiener Schnitzel is right there, by Whitwood Mall, all the way up. Old antique dealer, I believe he's gone now. Everything's gone after COVID. But it came outside and got a Snapple. So that's what year I found that Cracker Jack toy for $75, and that is an exact time Snapple came out. That's when I found the ring. And Google it. Nowadays, in this world, this new world order that we're in, this is the prize. I'll tell you what it is when I figure it out. The pick inside. Okay, the pick right here is that guy, Cracker Jack Kid. Visit crackerjack.com, follow directions, start playing. So now, it's a sticker to unlock a game. Ooh, they'll never get $75 for that. They used to have a jingle too. Cracker Jack, peanuts and popcorn that make your lips smack. And then from there I kind of mixed it up with the Kerplunk song. Be careful not to let your go, Kerplunk. And then the other one, down the drain, down the drain. These are all commercials. But I forget what, I think it said something about the prize. Peanuts and popcorn that make your lips smack. I don't know, in my head I'm mixing it up with the kerplunk and down the drain. So in the beginning of the video, when I said that led to mine, Lars, this is Lars. And your video channel, This Old Mine, right?
This Old Mine with Lars.
There'll be a link to it down below. How many mines are up there?
How many tunnels
Yeah.
are at it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 that we found so far.
And one of them unfortunately filled back up with mud. So
During the last rains, we had 1 inch of rain in an hour, and then a couple of days later, after I'd started digging out some of the mud flow, it rained again, and we got another inch of rain. And yeah, it's going to take me a few months to dig it all out. I dug all the soft stuff off the top, you know, with the tractor, but now it's getting down to where we got some good-sized boulders that have actually come down. So those are kind of hard to get out.
And up there, the original well is still standing up there, right?
Oh yeah, the original well that used to be right next to the well, I say the horse bin, but that's not what it's called. It's yeah, the stable. So the stables are gone. Everything's gone, but the well is the only original piece. That's still
About
there.
what year was all that working?
Well, that was done in the 1880s, 1890s, but we have evidence that the mine was actually being worked back in the 1840s. But back then they didn't require you to claim the land and stake a claim. So we don't have it on paper until 1890s.
But if you're interested in any of the mining stuff, you got Jeff Williams and then you got Lars.
Yep.
Is Dana works up there? Dog? Sadie, right?
Yeah, Sadie's the one with the fur.
Yeah, she's the mine dog, as you refer to. Yeah, we live up there and keep an eye on things. And I help this guy out all the time.
Yep. He watches me when I'm on the tractor. So make sure I don't go over the edge.
So if you have any questions about the local mines up here, this is the guy to talk to.
Yeah, up here we've got the Black Cargo, the Falcon, the Black Crow, have the Dorame mill site, which was the mill site for the Black Cargo. All that stuff, though, it's the only thing left is the holes.
What's the name of that one where you got to climb up on that ridge and go all the way back around?
Oh, the Lucky Strike.
Yeah.
That used to be the Monte Cristo South, but it was claim jumped back in the 70s. And the guy that claim jumped it let the claim lapse after it was declared a national monument. And once it was declared national monument territory, then there's no way that you can reclaim it. But that mine it was pretty extensive, but it's all filled in now. So it'd take a lot of digging just to get it open.
But they're still pretty neat to go in and explore.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's interesting to see the vein structure and why they decided, in some mines you go back and you wander through. Some mines are just straight; they're following the vein. Other mines it kind of wanders around and then it drops down 40 feet, and then you got to wander back around. But then they come across some killer vein structures. It's like, how did they even know this stuff was here to dig in that direction?
I know. It's a bunch of them in the San Gabriel's like that.
Yeah. It's like they have dogs that sniffed out gold, or did they follow the rats or something?
The Allison mine. There was a video on that 8mm video, 8mm footage from way back in the early 80s, and then there was nothing up until recent times. And then I got that first video on it, and on that video, there's a lady on there that gave me her contact information, and she claimed to be the granddaughter of the guy that worked that mine.
Oh, really?
And she said she remembers going up there with her mom at a very early age and watching them work it. And
wow.
She was upper 80s or 90s at that time. But yeah, I talked to her on the phone.
Wow.
Well, Monte Cristo Campground, Monte Cristo Gold Mine.
There you go. Yeah, this whole area is named for the Monte Cristo gold mine. So you got the Monte Cristo Campground, Monte Cristo fire station. So.
There used to be that one guy up here that used to do the wild edible videos. The guy that
Oh
put
yeah.
a GoPro on him back.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I've seen a few of this.
he did this ridge. He did all these ridges. He was really knowledgeable on plants. But anyway, he moved down to San Diego now.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I haven't seen much of his videos around up here.
Yeah, they're all down there now. But we're sitting here looking back there into the volcanic rock. Let's see. There it is. What's that called?
That's either just basalt, volcanic rock, or it could be Lieberite. No, I mean lamprey-fire. Lieberite is rock that has no gold in it, so you just Lieberite there.
But there'll be a link to his page down, details down below.
Yep, I'll be putting up some better videos hopefully in the future. We're actually getting into the mine, actually chiseling some stuff out and sampling.
He's actually getting gold.
Yeah, once we find a good gold producing vein, then we'll go after it big time. Then we'll get bigger picks and shovels. Up here they won't let you use explosives because you're in National Monument area. They don't want you to scare the toads or the fish or the bears.
Sasquatch.
Yeah, Sasquatch. Sasquatch gets ticked off when you start lighting dynamite in this area.
And there's herds of chupacabras that just go scattering.
Oh yeah, yeah. You saw that chupacabra coyote fox hybrid thing that I had walk through my camp? It's on a video. But yeah, it's like Wile E. Coyote chupacabra fox.
Oh yeah.
This is just 100 or 80 foot stretch of the river. Full bag of recycled oil. So you see that took me less than 5 minutes. 1 bag of trash, 1 bag of bottles and cans. That's just from that tree to here. Now the thing about this is, look at, you got a dumpster there, you got a dumpster there. There's dumpsters all along here. It's hard to understand the mentality of people. For the most part though, it's a fairly clean campground with some of the cleanest bathrooms in the range. Okay, the yucca. This is the entire yucca that I took. This one here is going to be, well, I have use for this one. This one's going to, I'm going to use this to filter water with and cook with in a future video. This one here is going to be an arrow quiver for my bow. I have a primitive longbow, Osage. This is going to be an arrow quiver. I hope I cut it long enough. I think I did. This one here, no, this one here is going to be a drinking glass. This one here is going to be a tackle box. This one here is what's left over. I will put it to some use, but as of what, right now, I don't know. But you'll see each of these in various stages and when they're done, when they're finished, complete. For cooking in, quiver, various things, this is a leftover piece, tackle box, drinking glass. One less yucca up on that hill. But it was in its dying stage anyway. By the way, those are all holly cherries. They're all ripe right now too. hot links, leftover chicken, leftover yam, raspberry lemonade. Kid. Reminds me of my nephew when he was small. Look at this kid. Little wild man. But this is car camping, so that's why you see we have everything all luxury, chairs and everything. Zeus 2, this has been with me, oh shoot, since before my daughter was born, so more than 20 years. And let's see, Thermarest Pros. These have been with me since I got together with Molly, so these have been with me for about, let's see, we were together 8 years, and then we've been apart like almost 9, so 17 years of use. This has been with me the longest. No, this is the longest. So we had a Ridge Rest, Z-Lite, Thermarest Pro male, Thermarest Pro female. The difference is extra padding here and here, and this is a couple inches shorter. Inside the Zeus 2, I had, oh, this is a great bag, but it didn't cut it night before last outside. I tried cowboy camping with it. It didn't cut it. Temperatures drastically changed. But this is a great gear. 1-0. It's a 750 or 800 down, I forget. Hold on, Fast and Ferocious going by. 750 or 800 down. And I got it on sale for 99 bucks, I think it did. It's just a flat here. You do have the pull, there's no hood. You do have the pull, you tighten it up. Works great. This is that. She used a synthetic 45 bag, but then she used this down quilt, 700 down quilt. Get out gear with it. So Zeus 2 tent no longer available, unfortunately. They discontinued them. An event there. Vents on the sides you can pull out. The whole door is vented. Huge vestibule. Single wall tent. Quick setup. Peg out. Good gear. You buy good gear, it lasts. You buy cheap gear, you're buying it again and again and again. I wonder if this is mine. Flick on my beak. Stink bug. Taking off. Far better than when we arrived. Monte Cristo Campground, San Gabriel Mountains.